Well, hey crafty friends, it's Hiedi Scott with DiyDreaming, and I'm excited about this project today. We're going to be making some summer tote bags that start with some bags that look like this. They came from Hobby Lobby just this week, and they were $4.49 a piece. They're 19 inches by 16 and a half, and they have this really nice, whoops, don't peek, flat bottom. Okay, so that's what we're going to be using, and we're going to be using some stencils and some ribbon and some ink, and then I'm going to talk to you about heat setting it because these will be washable. So let's start, let me think. Let's start with this one, okay? Let me show you what's on the front, and then we'll flip it over and we'll work on the back. We're doing both sides, and I'm gonna also finish the handle off camera. Okay, so this is the bag. Is it adorable or what? It's a great bag. If you have a Hobby Lobby nearby you and you need some summer totes, this is a great one. It's got two big pockets here. Okay, so what I did to do the front is I used this stencil that I love so much that is called Flower Power. And there's two pockets, so I did use some painter's tape to stay in my boundaries. And basically, I'm not going to get it matched up perfect. I just laid it on and used some of this Magnolia ink in berry blue, which is a great blue. It's not kind of a flat navy. It's got a little berry tones in it. It's a great blue. So I just stenciled these two pockets separately, and then I used these words from the Summer Vintage Truck add-on set, Sweet Summertime. And then I used this same stencil and the same ink to start working on the handle. It's not as crisp as I would like it to be, but it was my first time doing it, and to do that, all I did was move that out of the way. Okay, I kind of turned it so it was, the side I wanted to work on was up, and then I just laid my stencil on here, got it to go as far as I could get it to go, and I just did the stencil right on there with some of the berry blue ink, and this is what that looks like. Okay, so this is the front. We're going to do the back because I think the back is super fun and super important also. And then we're going to be doing another one that is in this fuchsia rose color. Oh my gosh, it's adorable. I mean, these are both darling, but I'm loving the fuchsia rose. Oh, okay, this is, it's a little shirt form for craft projects. This one just came from Hobby Lobby. It was $1.99. It's handy to put here in my bag because the pockets are bumpy. The pockets that are on the front are bumpy, and they could make me mess up my stencil. So we're going to be using the Mandala lace, which is awesome. I feel like it will go really good with the thing that I put on the front. And but you could also use something like this. This is the Victorian pattern. So Magnolia has a ton of big, great kind of pattern type stencils. And if you want to go look, my website is magnoliadiy.com. Alright, just kind of eyeballing this. And I have used this stencil quite a bit. I've already used it once today. Okay, so the stencil's stuck on here. We're going to use this. And And this is what this ink looks like. Isn't that yummy looking? Maybe it's like a blueberry. I don't know what exactly they had in mind when they created this color, but it's a great color. And I'm just going to put some blobs kind of on the top, and we'll probably have to add more. This stencil, this Mandela lace stencil, is ink or chalk paste intensive. Did I say any of my normal stuff? Hey everyone, as you're hopping on, say hi, let me know where you're watching from. Barb, I'll get you a link as soon as I'm done. Feel free to sprinkle, feel free to ask questions, feel free to ask for links, and I'll get you links to everything we're using. And yeah, so welcome. Okay, so I am going to put my glasses on so I can see what I'm doing. You guys, this is such a quick and easy project. And here's what I'm thinking. I'm going on a little trip to see my youngest son here very soon. And I'm going to carry one or the other of these bags on the plane with all that stuff that you need to carry on the plane. A sweatshirt or sweater, my iPad, a book, some snacks. So I'm going to use one or the other of these for my trip. So it would make a good kind of trip bag. But I'm also thinking that it would be a really fun gift bag, like to give to anyone and put the presents inside of it. And these are $4.49. And then you can personalize them however you want. I think they're a good deal, and I think that the recipient would love it. I don't know if you feel the same as me, but I frequently think that the packaging that a gift comes in, the way it's packed, the way it's presented is, you know, pretty important. So this could be a gift bag to put a gift in. It could be a beach bag to put some beach towels in, or if you have little ones, it could be the bag that you throw all their sand toys or floaties and all that business and sunscreen in. It could be a school bag. It could be a gym bag. I didn't do, well, this one says sweet summertime, but you don't have to do it so it's seasonal. You could just have it be, you know, generic and usable all year long for any use that the recipient might want. This is a big stencil, but I'm going pretty quickly, and I'm gonna just look. I'm getting it all over my fingers. Dang it, I'm putting the excess back in the pot. And look, let me get this off before I touch anything. And then we'll look to that peak. And then I'm gonna throw this stencil in this little tub of water over here, just until I can get out to the kitchen to spray it. Because I'm using ink and it's a dark color, I might need to use my stencil sponge cleaner thing to, and a little dish soap, but just to get the blue off of it. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I think I got everything. Oh no, I missed an area. Completely, I just spotted it. So let's just fill that in. It's right here. How did I miss that? Okay, I don't see any other areas that I've really missed. So I'm gonna pick it up. This is the coolest design. Oh my gosh, it looks fabulous. And these stencils are reusable many, 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 many times. I think that to get the most use for your money, for your investment in these craft supplies, I recommend getting a pattern. whichever one you love. I mean, there's lots of options. Okay, so let me show you. Look how amazing that looks. And then here's the front. And I'm gonna finish this handle off. What do you guys think? For $4.49, plus a use of a couple of stencils, some of my time, you know, I don't know, 3 helping tablespoons of berry ink, and I think it turned out adorable. Let me just hang it right here so I don't smudge it. And close my pot. Okay, when you are stenciling on ceramics or fabric, a t-shirt, a tea towel, a tote bag like this, a pillow, a sweatshirt, something that could potentially get wet or exposed to something damp, or something that's going to be rubbing against you like a tote bag or a pillow, or something that you're going to need to put in the washer, you have to use ink and you have to heat set it. This is the only thing that you can use for that kind of a fabric project that will become permanent after you heat set it and is washable. So, I think it turned out adorable. Okay, let me show you the pink version. Oh my gosh. Look at that. It's the same stencil, the Mandela lace stencil. And we're gonna finish the front. Okay, so on one side, I did these polka dots, and I'm gonna repeat that pattern on the other side. Look how cute that is. And then for this one, we're gonna add some embellishment. We're gonna make a bow to attach to one of the handles. And I may possibly add some of this ribbon to the handle. I'm not sure. But I want to tell you, since this is a project that may need to be washed, I'm using ink and I'm going to heat set it, but my hot glue that I'm using from Sherbander, it's the fabric glue. Okay, and these are, I know they have some that are clear, I can never find those. These are kind of a milky white color. These can be washed. Regular hot glue or even the Sherbander Cool Shot low temperature hot glue, I don't think it's gonna do well in the washing machine, and this does great. So that's what we'll be using in a few minutes. All right, okay, so for this one, I'm using this stencil, which is called Polka Dots and Mini Check or something like that. And it comes like this. It comes a whole sheet that you just cut in half. And these are super versatile. I used these for a bunch of these adorable little divided heart 4th of July stuffies that I made. There's the plaid, here's the plaid in red, here's the polka dot, here's the polka dot in red and in blue. Super duper duper cute. I've done a lot of projects with this. Okay, the trick for doing something like this is I want to figure out exactly where to place it so the pattern will look like it's just one long pattern. And that means I'm gonna have to fiddle around a little bit. I am not fuzzing this because it's going on fabric, but if I was putting it on wood or metal or anything like that, I would definitely fuzz it a few times. Okay, I'm just looking to see which side of this could be my repeat and where that might be. I may not be able to get it completely perfect, but I just want to do the best I can. And then when I'm all finished, I'm going to put that cardboard in here. When it's all 100% dry, I will heat set it with a hot iron. And it'll be permanent, safe to wash, not gonna get all over me. Like if I got out of the swimming pool and my skin was wet and it brushed up against this, if I was using it as a pool bag or a beach bag, it would be totally fine. Okay, so I've just matched it up. Basically, I scooted it over until I could finish these round dots. And that's what we'll do. It's going to look like it's one, hopefully, one whole piece. And we're using this. This is a great color as well. So this was called Berry Blue. This is called Fuchsia Rose. And it's not a baby pink. It's a great kind of bright, happy pink. It's not too bubblegumish. It's not neon at all. It's a great color. And I'm just going to stir it up a little bit. This is what it looks like. Let's put some plunks on here. Then I'll show you what I'm planning to do with this ribbon for this bag. The blue one, I don't have very many blue ribbons, and I don't have the right shade. So I'm not going to put a ribbon on the blue one, but for sure I am on the pink. Okay, so I'm just going over this carefully to get all my little dots covered. And I'm just going to push the ink with my little cut apart squeegee, just pushing it through the holes in the stencil. And then I'm picking up the big globs. Can you guys see what I'm doing? If you're watching on Facebook and the comments here in the middle of the screen are driving you crazy, you should be able to swipe those away. And it depends on what kind of device you're watching on, whether you're going to swipe them up or to the right or to the left, or possibly something else that I'm not even aware of. But you should be able to swipe them away and then bring them back if you decide you wanted them back. And if you're watching on YouTube, then you don't have this problem at all. So I love making things that are fun but practical. And who couldn't use a fun new bag? Or who in your life would you like to give a fun new bag to? And make it yourself. And they're going to say, what? You made it? Oh my gosh. You're going to say, yes, I did. And feel all proud of yourself. Okay, I need to. I possibly should have pressed my bag before I started on the edges, but of course I wasn't thinking, and now I just got my hand in the blue. If one of my polka dots doesn't look exactly perfect, I am cool with that. So I have done so many different projects with this stencil. And this is what it looks like. Let's pull it up and hope for the best. Hope it looks like it does match. Or like it's one it does! Oh my goodness, yay, I'm so glad. I was kind of worried about that. Oh, it's super duper, duper, duper cute. Whoops, sorry about that. Look at that. Doesn't it look like just one continuous polka dot? And then this is on the other side. So, there's all kinds of things that you could do to doll it up, depending on what kind of ribbon you have, if you want to make a big bow, or if you wanted to do something like, I don't want to fiddle around with this too much, but like put some ribbon along here. That could be super cute. I may fiddle with it after and do something like that. But right now, I'm just going to show you how to do a easy bow. And we're going to be using, like I said before, the glue for my Cool Shot low temperature hot glue gun. It's designed for fabric. So this is, I have a dedicated fabric glue gun. These are under $10. You can get them at any craft store. They're great. They're low temperature. I have just been burned way too many times to even mess around with a high temperature glue gun unless there's some particular reason why I need to do it. Okay, I just cut one long strip of ribbon, and I know someone will ask me how big it is, so let me get my ruler. It's about 29 inches long. All right, and I'm going to fold it in half. And this is wired, and it was sent to me by my friend Mary. So Mary, if you're watching, thank you so much. Okay, so I've just folded it in half so I know what the top is. And then I'm just going to make like one of those breast cancer ribbons or the awareness ribbons like they have for a lot of different things in different colors. All right, and I'm going to put a little bit of glue in here to hold it. One other thing about this fabric hot glue is if you're working on a dark colored project, you do have to be careful because it will kind of show up. Okay, I've got lots of glue strings. Okay, and then you're just going to bring this top down here. And that's basically going to form your bow. And then we're going to do a little, we'll put something on top of it. Okay, so I'm going to see, where did I want that? Let's just do this to start. You do want to glue it down good, especially if it's going to go on a bag that, you know, might not be treated super carefully. Okay, so then there's lots of options about what you can do about this center area. And you could take another piece of your ribbon and do a loop and then glue that on there, and it would look like it's the center. That's what we're going to do. I need something to wipe my glue off. You could decorate these bags with any kind of ribbon, with beads. I mean, honestly, you could do a ton of different things. I'm gonna go this way. I might remake this bow off camera because, well, it's fine. It might be a little too big for this bag, but let me just show you what I had in mind and not mess this up at the time. Okay, my idea was to put it on a handle on either side, whichever side seems to make more sense. I think it's going to be the polka dot side, but I don't want to mess with it too much because I don't want to mess my awesome polka dot, continuous polka dot thing up. So this was it. This is the, where's the blue one? Here it is. This was my super quick and easy summer bag that could be used for beach, it could be used for gym, it could be the bag that you put in your car to carry your stuff to work, it could be the bag that you take when you're traveling, it could be a gift bag that you would fill, like if you have someone graduating or a summer birthday, something like that. You could fill it with all kinds of things that the recipient would love. It could carry beach toys and sunscreen. And because we used Magnolia ink, and I'm going to talk to you about heat setting it, it is permanent. So this whole thing could be thrown in the washing machine. I would wash it on cold and on a delicate cycle. And then it could either be dried on a, flat dried, or you could try tossing it in your dryer. That's not going to affect the stencil. So, what do you guys think? Pretty cute, huh? Okay, let me talk to you about heat setting. All right, let's go back to this, which this was an adorable tea towel that I made yesterday. I did all these projects, including a t-shirt and some boards that were patriotic. Okay, so when it's completely, and this is that same berry blue color that I used on the blue bag. So when it's completely dry, what you're going to want to do, let me bring my iron over here. You're going to want to set your iron on cotton. If you have a heat press, just follow the instructions that your heat press gives. I don't have one, and I have never ever worked with one, so I can't advise you about that. But I do know that you can do your ink heat setting on fabric with a heat press. So I'm putting my iron on cotton, no steam. And I'm going to use some parchment paper. This is my ironing parchment paper in my craft room that I've used over and over and over. I'm going to lay that over the design to protect my iron, which is not plugged in, so I'm not getting burned, don't worry. And then you're just going to go over the area that you stenciled that's completely dry before you do this for 3 or 4 minutes. Don't set it down and leave it because you'll get a big scorch. But you want to do this kind of motion. And then if it's something like this, that's easy, and it's going to be used pretty, it's going to be washed many times, then I would do the back of it as well. And you could do that with these bags. You could turn them inside out and do that with these bags. 3 or 4 minutes on each side on cotton, no steam, and that's it. It's easy. Easy, easy, easy. All right, let me see if there are questions or what you guys are thinking. Do you like this idea? I'm always wanting to switch things up, and so I don't want you guys to get bored of me. So I thought a bag could be really fun. Oops, and this one's still wet and I just put my finger in it. Dang. That's so like me. Anyways, if you have questions, let me know. If you want a link to any of the stencils from magnoliadiy.com, a direct link, I can give you a direct link to the mandala lace. I can give you a direct link to this flower power, which I got it out to show you what it looks like. Did I show it to you? It's this one right here. I can give you a direct link to the dots and little plaid, and I can give you a direct link to the inks. And the inks that I used, just to review one more time, there are two colors. I used berry blue. It's a great color, and these last a long time. And I used fuchsia rose. So let me know if you'd like a link. Feel free to sprinkle, feel free to ask questions. Have the bags. Okay, I did talk about that at the beginning of the video. These bags came from Hobby Lobby, my Hobby Lobby that's close to me, this week, and they were $4.49. They were not on sale. That was just the basic price, which I thought was a pretty good deal for this kind of a bag. It has a really nice bottom to it. All right, I'm gonna hop off now. And if you hopped on late and you missed any of the beginning, feel free to go back and watch on replay, because I'm sure that most of your questions would be answered there. I didn't put anything inside of the bags really on this project because this canvas is so tightly woven, it didn't bleed through anywhere. I did put a piece of cardboard, but it didn't even bleed on that. So with this kind of a project, I don't think you necessarily need to have anything in between the layers. Just be careful, do a little test area, and check before you do the whole thing. Aw, thank you guys. Okay, I will see you later tomorrow. Not sure what we'll be doing, but it'll be something fun. Check to make sure that you've liked and followed my page. Feel free to sprinkle, feel free to ask questions, feel free to ask for a link, give me some hearts and thumbs if you would like, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.